Alright, so we're back once again, and today we're going to be discussing the fun, or show, that is Ranked, depending on how you look at it. So if you're not aware, Ranked has been out and already ended. This video was meant to be out a little bit sooner, but I'm lazy, so what can you do? And well, the Ranked season just passed. Like all Ranked seasons, it brings its highs in terms of rewards, and of course its lows in the form of pretty much everything else, which we'll get into in a little bit, and oh boy will we. But first, let's go over some of the benefits and good things that Ranked brings to the game. Alright, now that we covered all the good things that Ranked brings to the game, let's move on to some of the less good things that the game mode creates within the game. Psst, don't worry, we actually will be talking about some of the good things about Ranked. You see, what I did there was an attempt to be funny. Don't worry, you'll be seeing a lot of those throughout my videos. Hopefully some of them actually will be funny though. Anyways, the first thing I want to touch on is the save a star mechanic. Never in my life, in all of the games that I've played, and I've played a few from League of Legends to StarCraft Age of Empires, in all of these games never ever have I seen a mechanic that benefits the losing team in a ranked system, or at least a particular part of a losing team. Usually if you lose, you lose. A team sticks together regardless of the result. It is so mind-boggling that a mechanic your teammates do not play as a team. It's like if I went into the hospital for an operation and the hospital manager said to the surgeon doing the operation, hey, best case scenario, do the operation with no complications, but hey, if you do manage to kill him, make sure you do it quickly and efficiently. I'll give you a bonus if you do. That's about how much sense the save a star mechanic makes currently in Ranked. To go even further, you'd usually be thinking, okay, save a star mechanic probably isn't the best thing for a Ranked game mode, but hey, at least the best player in the losing team always gets to not lose a star, right? No! I've had such things as a Fred de Grossa save a star by only using their W key and managing to ram a Jean-Bard. Actually, I think that video is on my channel somewhere. I'll leave a link somewhere if I manage to remember what I even said by the end of this video. There's also things such as a whale watching daring, usually myself, who are concerned with looking for marine wildlife on the outside of the map and waking up with 10 minutes to go in the game and then YOLOing an enemy DD and saving a star as a result. Okay, so now with that out of my system, let me just say that usually, in fact, the best players usually do save a star, but again, this wouldn't be an issue at all if the mechanic wasn't even in the game mode to begin with. Let's move on. The vitriol in Ranked. So usually this is a bit of a strange topic for me to talk about because, well, usually I am the vitriol and toxic player in your World of Warships games. But let me give it a little bit of a shot and perhaps mention a few differences that I've noticed in Ranked that make it a bit more of a unique case when compared alongside its random battles brother. So first of all, let's look at the differences between random battles and ranked battles, shall we? The way I like to think of random battles is akin to being locked in a room with 12 other people trying to kill you with only a little perspex barrier between you and them. That stops you from getting killed by the maniacs on the other side. When I think of ranked battles, I think of being locked in a closet with 7 serial killers, armed with guns and machetes, and well, there's absolutely no barrier between you and them. So using this creative analogy, I think it's safe to say that the ranked experience can very easily conjure up a bit of a more emotional response when things start going south. You know, when they start killing you, which they oftentimes do in ranked, and my theory is that once you start to have a star and progression on the line, then oh boy, you're going to have a cyclone of negativity, brutalness and pure toxicity rivaling the Fukushima plant disaster. I probably just alienated all of my Japanese fanbase, all one of them. Apologies. But I think it's safe to say that the feeling when you lose a star at rank 6 2 stars isn't the most joyous of feelings you get when playing World of Warships, and this is probably one of the main reasons the game mode is super toxic to play in, at least some of the games, and at least when it's compared to random battles. So, at least some of the games I'm in. The good things. So now that I've talked about some of the less than good aspects about Ranked in World of Warships, let's discuss some of the beneficial and nice aspects of playing Ranked that I sometimes think people miss when they get caught up in solely focusing on ranking out. Unlike that weird man that offers kids candy out of his opaque van, Ranked 2 comes with rewards, mostly in the form of flags, steel, and well, the satisfaction that you're much better than the majority of the player base, if you manage to rank out, that is. Ignoring the straight up rewards in the game, i.e. the flags and steel and such, and all joking aside, Ranked probably gives you the only opportunity within the game to actually gauge how good of a player you actually are, relative to everyone else in the game. If you're struggling to get past rank 4 after 200 odd games, then at this point you should probably realise that you're not actually as good as you think you are, and maybe, just maybe, you should stop raging at your teammates every single game and you won't get chat banned for 2 weeks. Wait, that perfectly describes me. Anyways, ranked really does give you the opportunity to rub shoulders with some of the best players in the game, and actually gauge your skill level relative to them. To add on to this point, ranked being 7v7 also gives you the opportunity to improve by asking those players about things that you did wrong in that game. Now you could say that you could do that in random battles either way, but I find that the ego boost people get from being asked for help in a ranked game makes them much more likely to respond positively to your questions rather than them just responding by saying, "Lol, get better, noob." So if you've truly, not that that's ever happened to me of course, so if you're truly interested in getting better at the game and much more quickly too, you should definitely be playing ranked. In summation, let's go through some of the things that ranked is in World of Warships. It's 100% a grindfest. Regardless of how good you are at the game, you will spend games ripping your hair out at just how you managed to lose that free win where the enemy DDs all managed to die within the first 3 minutes of the game. On the other hand, the game can be lots of fun to play. 7v7 format is a nice change up from the usual 12v12 clown fiesta that you run into in random battles. So in a way, the game feels much more composed and relaxed. To an extent, of course, you're obviously going to get games that are as much of a clown fiesta, just like random battles, but there'll be little clown fiestas, not major clown fiestas, although I'm not even really sure if that makes a difference, most of what I've said in this video, so I think that this might be a semi-good place to end the video. That or maybe 3 minutes ago. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.